Hi guys, this is Skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Aviary Eternity. In the last part, we did some time travel. We figured out the murder, I guess? I guess Sylvius was the one who shot the Croque-Monsieur. We want exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class. We want the French Revolution, a world without false rulers and gods. A world where only the reason of man reigns. A world of true equality and fairness. That is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such a goal without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So we set up a situation where you'd be forced into action. Make the government look like murderers to the rebels, and make the rebels look like murderers to the government. Then you'd be forced to take up arms. Another lie. but that was the truth. You claimed you wanted equality, but you just want a world where you can stand above everyone else. A world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart. You got me. But can you honestly say that you never wanted power for yourself? You're a carnivore too. Is that what constitutes power-hungry people? No, I never wanted power. All I want is a world where no child has to grow up without a father. Hot damn. Did you know that the Croque-Monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided to me that he had 5 children and a late wife. Don't you feel good about yourself? I had no idea. Tell me, Romulus, do you have children? Me? No. Brother? As for you, Friar, get out of here. Yeah, you aren't gonna kill me? I ought to. You're the worst kind of person, a man who will cling to any ideology that will claw his way higher. But I know that you weren't the one to pull the trigger on the Croque-Monsieur. Maybe there's a slither of goodness left in you. Get out of here. Okay. Well, is this what justice looks like? Yeah. It's so uncaring. Well, that was that. End of Act 3. Would you like to continue? Yes. We are going into ending 4B, if I'm not mistaken. If we chose not to speak up, then we go to 4A when he was about to kill Severin, and if we fail the case, then we go to 4C. I don't know what any of those two endings are like. Maybe after I beat the game I can do a bonus part on that. You kicked so much derriere at that impromptu trial yesterday. Those rebels were all like, we're executing this pump mob justice, rah rah rah. But you were all like, this isn't how we do things in France, chicken pluckers. And then they were all like, let's get serious for a moment. Serious? He just pulls out the craziest lawyering move in history of French law. We should be celebrating. Into the anger in the rebels' eyes, did you feel the tension in the air? We're just days away from violence breaking out on the streets. I already told the police everything we know. Unless you're not thinking of arming yourself to the teeth and fighting the rebel forces yourself, are you? No. That's far too much action, you want far too much action operas. I was thinking of preparing a legal case. At their core, all historical revolutions center on trials. A nation's rulers are tried and held accountable for their crimes. But you saw the horrendous trial that took place last night. Nobody cares about due process when emotions are running high. Regardless of the outcome of the revolution, we need to make sure that everyone has an equal opportunity for justice. We head to Cornell's Tavern and hand out some business cards? Who will the rebels target? The king? Exactly. Okay. I guess so. Act 4B, Egalite, something or other. My throat is actually dying. Give me a sec. Okay, less dying now. Falcon and Sparrowson rush to the Paris Rail to arrange a private audience with the king. Okay, what's up? That's right. Okay, take a number. That's how you meet the king, apparently. We're number 24. More fools come to see the king. Let me guess, lawyers? How did you know? You're the Prime Minister, Monsieur Guizot? You're right, Sparrowson. It's an honor to meet you. Okay, you two are here to offer the king legal aid, aren't you? We're going to offer him assistance for the upcoming rebellion. Don't bother. The king doesn't take kindly to any form of criticism. He buries his head so far in the sand. Is he an ostrich? Okay, never mind. One can swear he was an ostrich. One would think that 7 assassination attempts would be enough for the man to learn that he is detested. I think the King of France is mature enough to not let his ego get in the way of his senses. 24. Alright, let's go. Apparently we might not have the best of luck. Okay, 24, calling 24. What's up? Can I help you with something? I probably should have prepared my speech beforehand. That would have been smart, huh? Just wing it. Let's see, how to start. Listen up, bro. How rude. Murder is about to go down. There's a storm on the horizon. Goodness. You need our help. We can help for a price. You need our help, man. If you accept our help, we can ensure that this whole event will blow over with minimal casualties. No public executions, no fires and explosions, or a vault without revolution. I think I understand. I understand that you are a pair of con artists attempting to screw a self-made bourgeoisie of his hard-earned cash. Beloved king tend to experience fewer assassination attempts. Have these crooks thrown in jail. Maybe they'll teach them a thing or two about respect. You can't be serious. Was it our tone? Okay, well, another fine mess you got me into. We won't be in here for long. Once we receive a court hearing, judges will no doubt dismiss our charges instantly. How long do you think that'll take? Tell me, Monsieur Smarty Pants. A week or so. What to do? We could try escaping. That's a good idea. But nobody has ever locked the genius Sparrowson and his witty lackey Falcon into the same jail cell before. Okay, let's break out of prison. Lol, whatevs. So we could climb out the windows, we could do a lot of fun stuff. Let's see what this is. A loose brick. We could wait for the guard to transfer and sneak up behind and then murder. Okay. There's a little dent here, one of us could hide. Well, a guard would eventually come and be like, where's the other prisoner? And then we use that moment of confusion to push him over and escape. The front door. Oh, wait, no. We could dig through the stone walls with this, see? That might actually work if you had a decade or two. That's a maybe. Okay. Fireplace. It has been bricked up, so escaping in the chimney isn't an option. How would you brick up a fireplace? A ledge. And I can grab you and shimmy my way over somewhere. Let's be honest. Neither of us have the physical prowess to shimmy anywhere. So it looks like this is a no-go for escaping. But it was worth the effort, you know? That's fine. I give up. Too so soon? Yes. Trying to escape from a notoriously inescapable prison wasn't the smartest plan we have ever devised. It's Cocorico! What up, bro? Just what are you two bird brains doing? Hey, can you help a bird out, man? The injuries I sustained were mostly superficial. The doctor advised me not to do anything strenuous anytime soon, but he gave me the all-clear to returning for my job. Why did I get a memo informing me that J.J. Falcon and Sparrowson were being held at the conciergerie for treason? It's all Falcon's fault. Obviously. I figured that, if a revolution is inevitable, then we should do our best to ensure that the uprising proceeds in an organized manner. The less bloodshed, the better. Okay, so what did you do? We offered the king our assistance. He said that we would defend him in court when such a need arises. We didn't quite use those words. This isn't the first time the king had some in prison for something so pointless. What a pig-headed fool. Consider your charges dropped. Do you have the clout to do that? Awesome. A bloodless revolution. You are absolutely right in that if the king is captured, the citizens will devote into an unruly mob of animals, or devolve. We should prepare a formal trial. No, we should preempt it. Of course. This isn't a task that can be handled by 2 birds alone. 3. But, I mean, Sparrowson, you know. We ought to go on the offensive. We charge the king with crimes against the French people before the rebels can even act. Yeah, we can certainly try. I'll start building a case against the king. My argument will be focused on the king's gluttonous and irrelevant fiscal policies, his lack of commitment to his socio-political promises, his overall ineptitude and irresponsibility on all the facets of his duties, as a monarchical ruler. Looks like he already has some stuff, huh? And obviously, his denial of universal suffrage. What animals can't vote, I wonder? Are they mosquitoes? Dirty mosquitoes. How am I supposed to defend the king from all that? You can't. If you try to argue with logic and facts, this hypothetical trial will inevitably result in a landslide guilty verdict. So I suggest that you take a different approach, appeal to the king's character. Try to win the people's hearts with tales of the beloved citizen king. He hasn't been called the citizen king for like 10 years. It was a suggestion. And consider this, you don't need to win the case, you just need to make a strong enough argument that the trial is fair. All that remains is ensuring that the king can be peacefully brought to the courthouse when the protests start to turn violent. Alright, that's a job for the police and the royal guard. At least, I would if I can find him. He's missing? Apparently, man. One thing eludes me. As he probably figured, Inspector Valert had me form an investigation into your past. He thought you were the Viridian killer. Well. And, well, I'm sorry for doing that. It was quite invasive of me, but I can't help but wonder, why did you change your name in 1830? Because I was ashamed, I suppose. I had a family name to live up to. My grandfather was something of a successful lawyer. So when I turned up to my classes at law school, people would gawp at me. They would say, "Wow, you have big shoes to fill, and your grandfather would be proud." But I was a terrible law student, mediocre at best. I knew that deep down, I would never be half the man my grandfather was. Fascinating. I had no idea. Who was your grandfather, if you don't mind me asking, Falcon? It doesn't matter. Alright. At the end of the day, he was just another overly opinionated rebel who died in the old revolution. Okay. Right. We're going to find antidotes and we're going to defend the king, whether he likes it or not. Nice, nice. We don't have too many places to explore. That's nice. And this trial is actually significantly shorter than anything else. We could actually just visit everything, right? I think we have enough days to totally just do anything we want. Yeah, awesome. So let's just systematically do this. Some shopping. What can you say about the king? Satan? Yeah. Never been better. What can we tell you today? We're looking for positive stories about the king. No, I don't have anything to say about the king. The king's a smelly egg thief. Okay. Did he steal eggs? Rumors of the king having an elaborate spy network are blatantly untrue. Then how do you explain the shutdown banquets, huh? The government's clamping down on anyone who dissents, you know? Let's take this conference back on track. Can you tell me why he's a smelly egg thief? My name's not Joey. That's racist. Please go on. Don't worry, we aren't spies. I don't think we are. We're sleeper agents. We're the Zodiac killer. See, a couple of years ago, we're running a shop, an antiques and odds and ends shop, and we had an egg. It was a golden egg, super precious. We must have bought that thing for 200 francs, but it was easily worth 10 times that. We were planning on making a nice tidy sum from it, and it was snatched by the king. Old King Lou Phil shows an interest in our egg, so we were thinking, what would be our chance to make bank, right? But then the geezer just goes off with it. What a dickhead. Without paying you? Oh yeah, he paid us alright. A coin of one of the king's guard flipped our way. It isn't even French. I think it's British, one of those crazy imperial unit coins from a crazy imperial country. But can we buy this off of you? It's worthless to me. Okay, cool. Losing that egg bankrupted us. It put us on the streets. Well, that's nice. But now we're back. That's good to hear. So we're supposed to do the defense. I get the feeling we're going to find nothing but bad stories about this guy. Cool. We have less places to examine now. Fisherman, can you say anything cool about the king? Your fishing skills. The term is angling, wise guy. Okay. Stories, huh? I have a whole whale of stories for you. So the other day, no, not about fish. It was this big. I drag a 90-kilogram falcon out of the water and everyone buys it. But I claim to catch one big fish and then suddenly everyone's skeptic. Okay. The king of all people happens to be walking with his entourage, and then they clapped and cheered and came over to see the fish, and then the king says, I'm hungry. Let's cook up this fellow. And then he just walks up with my fish. What a guy. Yeah, I can actually. I believe that. Sounds like something. Oh, he's a penguin. Okay. Did Elias get paid? Oh, yes. 1 franc. 1 franc. May have well just flipped the bird. No offense. Is it the same kind of coin, I wonder? Well, it was a franc, so whatever. Well, that's nice. Don't call me a fisherman. So, even less places. Our trial is going wonderfully. Can good old Donkey say anything nice about the king? I'm sure he's got something cool. You have ominous music as always. Endless stream of questions. You two need an encyclopedia. Is the king a good leader? From your well-educated standpoint, is he a good leader as far as leaders go? I can't fault the king's pro-business spirit. The big industry leaders love him. You know, the murderers from what we've met. Of course, this comes at the expense of everyone who isn't a bourgeoisie. The wealth divided and stronger than ever. You can forget about socially progressive policies. The king signs off on all Gozat's backward-thinking policies. Who was that? Oh, yeah, that was the one guy. The weirdo. In terms of leadership and charisma, the king is about as personable as a rotten pear. Okay. Have you ever met him yourself? I have. Okay. Did he steal? Did he steal them? Thick books. I believe he checked out an expressive history of the Macedonian Empire. Well, that's nice. It must be said that the books are usually returned with footprints on the covers. This leads me to believe the king may just use them to stand during speeches. Ah, well, we'll just leave that part out. Well, God, this guy is just looking cooler and cooler by the second. I really do. I didn't catch that last quip. I think it was something he was worried, maybe? I don't know. Are we screwing ourselves right now? The Palace de Justice. What can you tell us, bro? Hey, Judge Maxime, what can you tell us about the king? He's always doing a person, right? Of course he did. Robinton? Right, Sparrington. Okay. I don't suppose Monsieur Cocorico has filled you in on what we've been working on? Okay. How do we put this? We're planning a trial of sorts. The king. And we want you to adjudicate. What are exact charges? This seems more like Severin's territory. Maybe you should leave the lawyers who have a little more experience. No. Let's make the move. What about our judge? Let's focus on building a solid defense case for the king, and we can wing it from there. The best form of lawyering. Maybe we can even hold a trial without any judges at all. Just Cocorico, me, and the king in the middle. You're like your grandfather, and yet you're nothing like him. Oh shit, well how about that? I was just a teenager as he was causing havoc in the courtrooms, but of course I'm familiar with his work. Falcon, I find your career choice peculiar. Your grandfather worked so hard to prosecute King Louis XVI, and yet here we are rigorously working to defend your own king. Just like him, you would make an excellent prosecutor. Okay. So why do you choose this rocky path of private defender? I wanted to leave his chattel. I wanted to bring some balance, you know? Not entirely sure, but I think it's about balance. My grandfather led us away with his prosecutional techniques, but I always wondered where the equality was. Who speaks for the other side? Okay. Really? That's fantastic. Awesome. It's no trouble. Show me what the grandson of Maximilien Robespierre is capable of. Interesting. Okay, so how much more stuff can we examine in the time we are given? 2 more things, that's fine. Hopefully these don't take too long, actually. So, have you ever served the King of France? Haha! That's hilarious. Would you like some wine, Your Majesty? Okay. I guess that was a no. So, drinking room, yo, hey, wow, that's not who I expected to find. Inspector, what's up? He is totally wasted. I I think I made a mistake. Do I see 2 empty bottles of Russian vodka? It's a mystery how you're still standing. No, listen, this is important. Okay, no, Falcon, listen, Falcon. Falcon. Morty. I thought you were the warden, Kira. What? The Viridian Killer. The man who injured me in the thing. You thought I was the Viridian Killer? How did you even come to that conclusion? I saw that you changed your name around the 18th century, and you made an assumption. Wait, is that why you gave Severin the tip-off? Were you trying to lure an animal out of me or something? I'm sorry, Falcon, it was a mistake. Okay, maybe I trust this guy, actually. You can always trust drunks, right? Do you forgive me? Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, sure. I forgive you assuming that I'm a mass murderer, and then for nearly killing me and Severin in order to prove it. Ah, thank you, Falcon. I have a favor to ask you. No, I want to help. I must pay my debt. A very big case against the King of France. We intend to try him before the rebels can get their hands on him. When the rebellion starts, we would like you to bring the king to the courthouse. Inspector? Treason! No, okay. You are okay. You are scum! Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, if you change your mind once he's sobered up, well, that's nice. I think we can bail now. Are we the Zodiac? Though? Who knows, man? Whoops, that's not what I wanted to press. Yeah, let's bail. Okay, you know what? In case something like gets real right after I do this, I think I'm gonna end it off here. In the next part, we'll be checking on with our good wolf fox, I think? Fox pals. But until then, this has been Skittflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye.